So everybody knows that cold calling is the absolute best marketing campaign. And if they don't know it, they're missing out. Nobody could beat the numbers. Nobody could beat the cost per lead, cost per contract, none of it, right? But here's a problem that most people have when they go with cold calling is that it's a data hog. That means that you need to have a lot of data to effectively run the campaign. So in skip tracing, as we have talked about, is a very inexact science. 40% of your list is going to be wrong from any provider. I don't care what provider you go to. If you look at it, you're going to see that about 40, maybe 50% of your list. And if it's a really bad provider, 70% of your list is going to be wrong. Okay. What are you going to do with those numbers? Like most people, what do? Just get another list and just keep calling. And they don't even think about all that discarded data they purchased. They purchased that property lead, they skip traced it, and then they just cast it aside, which is unbelievably irresponsible and dumb. Okay. Here is what you could do with that. At Skipforce, if you are using another provider, we have a unbelievably fantastic product called the Prime Number Generator. Now, what is a Prime Number Generator? Let me backtrack a little bit. We offer carrier data, which is different from everybody else. And because of carrier data, we can see the activity level of that phone number associated with that prospect and able to give that person a quality score, A through K, A being the best, right? So what we could do on the Prime Number Generator, we could take your numbers from a different provider, run it through our system, our repository. We could grade the existing numbers that you have right now that are non-performing, and then we can see if there is another number associated with your prospect that has a higher grade, okay? So that's a game changer, right? That means that you could take those non-performing numbers that you're just going to throw away, that most people just cast off, and find new numbers for it. And guess what? They're probably not going to be contacted as much because we live in a messy world. People that we are targeting do not want to be targeted. They are constantly changing their numbers because guess what? They don't just owe the bank money. They owe creditors money. They owe everybody money. Right? So they're constantly changing numbers. We update our repository, our database every single day because of that reason. So that means that you could run it one day, we don't have a number for it, they get a number, and then we will find it the very next day. Okay. Now, what is the drawback? Because it sounds great, Mike, because there's always a drawback. Yeah, there's a drawback. One, it costs a little bit more, not much. It costs 8 cents. Guess what? It's still less than what you're probably paying for regular skip tracing, right? 2, you're not going to get a high hit rate on this. It's just how it is because those are the hardest to find numbers. It's going to be a lower hit rate, usually between 15 to 20%, maybe 25. But those 15 to 20% is gold. Okay. That is a game changer for your business. So that is a Prime Number Generator. You could only find it here at Skipforce. Go to skipforce.com and we can help you out with the toughest leads.